do that away. None. It's just, but you know my route. You know my route. You know my route? What you talking about? What you talking about? Looks like the sign says West Peoria. West Peoria. West Peoria. Is that a big highway? It's a 50-mile-an-hour ramp. Calm down, I'm doing 40. Yeah, it's nice. Welcome to the stream, guys, girls, and everything in between, if you know what I mean. Hey, I've got an algorithm that runs, and every 20 minutes it restarts the stream. I got it running on this device, and to make it hands-free, I can't touch it. It's mounted way up on the window, which, if you know the inside of a big trick, that's a lot of feet away from. It's probably 5 feet. But I can't see the phone, and it can't actually hear me. So what I do is I have a text-to-speech into my ear, and on my glasses I have this wireless microphone I bought off of Amazon, so you can hear me. If I turn this microphone off, then it's really hard to hear me. And then if I take the earbud out of my ear, then I can't interact with the chat at all. So just so you know, I'm right here for you. I'm right there with you, brother, all the way to town. So yeah, like I was just in the last stream, and there was a guy that's like, hey, I recognize that road because he was telling me where I was. I'm like, that's fucking weird. Because right when he said that, the billboard, the street thing he said the same thing he said. And I'm like, I don't even know how I could hide it. You know, I mean, at first I didn't focus on it because I didn't want my company to know. And then I got to about 20,000 subscribers. And then I get a phone call from the company saying, hey, we're getting calls about you're watching TV, or somebody said I was doing while I was driving. I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah, well, we saw your channel. You're quite the streamer. I could see that. You're quite the YouTuber. We watched all your videos, and we don't see a problem with anything on there. Oh, but he's like, but I just wanted to run it by you, and then that let me know. Okay, well, don't have to hide it anymore because they're all laughing at my videos. And this was a safety team that are like really the smart guys in the trucking part of the company. They reviewed all my videos, not all of them. I got thousands of them, but. And then the marketing team from the company contacted me. So I'm like, I've not done any problems out here. But these people that see the videos, like I did a video where I electrocuted some smugglers in there. There was no smugglers. It was me. It was not even me. It was just hypothetical. Bitch. Makes me so angry when I think about the people reacting to those videos to cancel me because I'm being racist. How the hell is that racist? It was me. I'm the fucking smuggler. How many fucking times am I gonna say I'm the smuggler, bitch? I killed myself and it's racist and I should be canceled and fire me. I got kids to feed. But they're begging for a part 2 of these videos that I'm killing people, right? And so one time I look over and I see an ambulance. And I go, oh, see, that's what happens when you try to get in my trailer, right? I just look at I'm wearing my smart glasses that have cameras on them, right? And so I'm not holding a camera. I'm never holding a camera or anything. They're smart glasses. And so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do a play on that last video I did, and I'm gonna pretend like that ambulance is here because I got a smuggler in my, whatever I do. And I just look over and I go, see, that's what happens when you try to get in my trailer, right? That video got me fucking in trouble because I looked at a fucking ambulance, right? Like how does that get you in trouble? Oh, well, because the ambulance was there to help somebody that was injured, and I'm making a fucking joke out of it, or something like that. You can't win. You can't win. I'm not trying to win. I'm just uploading. I'm a dude. I'm just a dude driving a truck, trying to feed his family, and that is that. There's nothing else. I'm not trying to edit these videos. I'm not trying to do things, man. I'm not trying. But you got people that are rage watchers out there, and they just watch and rage and can't wait to find some peace to just rage about. And they go, oh, that's harmless. And it absolutely is harmless. But multiply that by 10,000. Because each stream is starting to get closer to 10,000 people each time. And what, 6,000? Even 3,000. So when you scale it up like that, you're like, oh, shit, now you're putting yourself where... And you see these people on the internet, and they're like really wimpy, and they're afraid to say anything. And it's like, oh, I can see why now. I can see why. Because you might not piss YouTube off. You're going to piss somebody off. And they're going to have some power over you. And it's going to be power that you didn't think that anybody could ever have over you. Like, man, I'm just out here driving a truck. Who could fuck with me? Oh, shit. I got banned from the customer's property. And I work for a company that supports what I do. That was a difficult decision. They just said, hey, what do you want to do? I said, I want to drive. And so they just threw me out here, and I'm just doing a different run. I think typically, if you get banned from the customer's property for any reason, you're going to get fired. I got banned from the customer's property, and I got fucking high fives. It is a big customer. It's just, they knew I wasn't doing nothing wrong, and they knew they were being fucking Karens. I'm not electrocuting anybody. I'm not gas chambering anybody. I'm not hurting anybody. I went to Mexico with my wife, and I bought a luchador. I bought 2 luchador masks, and those are the bad guys. They're right there in my backpack. I've incorporated the bad guys in such a way where I don't even need to wear the masks because it's all POV. You don't even have to see the mask because if the smuggler's in a mask and you're seeing what he's seeing, you're not even going to see the mask. It's just hard to believe that so many people get so angry so quick. All right, I'm going over a bridge right now. All right. Hey, all right. All right, Peoria. I'm going over the bridge. I'm going over a bridge. I think on this side, I think it's Missouri on this side. I think so. I forget. I go through so many freaking bridges, it's hard to remember which is what. boy, you know, I should get an OnlyFans. And then it's just me farting in my seat. Gotcha. Like, gotcha. No, yeah, OnlyFans though. That's funny. Yeah. I don't do adult industry, Mike. The adult industry is not for this guy. I don't even like the transportation industry, but it's what I do to pay my bills. And I got a lot of bills. I tell you what, COVID buried me in debt. I didn't ask for nothing from anywhere. I paid for everything myself, and I got laid off because the business I worked for went out of business for COVID, and I didn't ask for no PPP or PPE or any of that. So I used all my money I had. I started a tech company, funded my life off that company, and then the inflation hit, and my mortgage doubled, and all my credit card, everything doubled. So I'm like, look, the business I created can't handle this type of stress. So rather than take the companies that I built on the internet, I just said, let me jump in the truck, get a quick, what is it, $5,000 or $7,000 a month or some shit like that, and secure my mortgage and stuff while I screw around with my side projects. And then the day I got this job, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna make a YouTube channel and document the whole process while I'm doing it, because I'm not gonna do this forever. It's just to get me out of this COVID hole. But I want to document it though. It's probably why I don't seem like the average trucker, because I am your average dude. But I've been driving since '99. I've had my CDL since '99, but luckily I was able to get into the tech industry. Saved me from having to drive every single day like this. I got to provide for my family. That's it. And they don't like the fact that I'm out here, because when shit hit the fan, when the inflation started going up, I knew I had to jump in the truck real quick. And I found a local job. I was running up and down the highway every day, 12-hour shift, pull over. And then my YouTube, because I said I was documented, that's when the YouTube got big. And then that's when I got banned from the property. And I lost my local run, and there was no more local runs. So now I'm over the road. I'm like, what do I do? I'm just going to ride with it. Sorry, family. They understand. They're like, look, we're just going to go out there until things change. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, I lost everything before so many times, so I get that. I can't lose my house. I got a farm. And I got a farm, and I got kids, and I got goats, and I got chickens and ducks and stuff, and they all take food every day, and to make sure that was going to stay consistent, I jumped in the truck. I can still operate all my websites. I can still do everything from the truck. I can still build apps and I can still work with my customers. I got a bunch of customers. I got a couple employees even that are keeping things alive for me. Oh man, it's pretty lonesome out here. What makes it lonesome is the destitute. It's like, no, this is it. This is it. You're gonna do this until the day you die. That's what makes it really lonely, is knowing that you're gonna do this, and then you're gonna die in the truck. And most truckers, they accept the fact they're gonna die in the truck. It's a very lonely feeling, because you know you're gonna die alone. You know you'll be appreciated and all this other bull, but at the end, we see it out there every day. Just the other day, I saw 2 ambulances. One next to a big rig on the side of the road, and one next to a big rig in a truck stop. It's like, it's gonna happen. We're not the healthiest bunch of people out here. But knowing that I'm not, as long as I work on my revenue streams, as long as I build those up, it keeps my fucking spirits up, because man, I make enough money off my revenue streams to where if I got fired from the trucking job, I'd be okay. I'd look for another one. I'm not stupid, but I'm not going to cry about it. And that's only because I can keep my spirits up. If you're sitting in the truck and you're depressed and you're destined for trucking, you're not really trying to look for a way out of it. You're just sitting there dealing with a shitty life, and then you get fat, and then you get bald, and then you start smelling real bad, and people don't hang around with you anymore, and then your wife's cheating on you, and your kids forget what you look like. Oh, it's coming. It's coming. Oh man, sorry to hear that, man. I'm sorry to hear that. Sorry to hear that there. Christina. I always say, death. It seems like the older you get, the more you lose. Now, more people, every month it seems like there's another one going, or another one, someone else. It makes me regret even knowing people. It makes me regret it. Like, I don't want to know people because I don't want to have another fucking pet because I hate pain. And it's like, to live is the pain, and all this. I get it. Well, I don't want to be. Oh, that bitch is on her cell phone over there. The Prius smashing around in her lane over there. I'd have pulled a horn on her. I should have honked when she was next to me. She tossed her phone in the air. I actually installed a siren on my car at home. Just the sound, though. I can screw with people. Blanket over them, huh? Yeah, we see that stuff out here. I was driving through Los Angeles one time and there was a pileup, and it was like an expedition. It slammed in the back of this other SUV, and the fire department was already there and stuff, and they were holding the sheets up around there because they didn't get the barriers up yet, so nobody could see in there. But I'm in a big rig. I'm damn near 10 feet off the ground, and I saw right over the sheets, and I could see the dead bodies in there. On this particular one, you could see the dead bodies like this. It was a lady driving, and she was black, burnt to a crisp. Her hands were on the wheel, and her head was leaned back with her mouth open. And you could see her whole family was in there. It looked like they were on their way somewhere nice. Like, oh man, the whole family's gone. Oh boy, some people lose their mind out here, don't they? On Warner, and Warner it's probably a good bet. They don't really tease Warner too much out here on the roads. As a matter of fact, I don't think anybody's teased Warner. I've even seen them on Bonehead Truckers, and it was for good things, not bad things. But right now, they got 18,000 trucking companies shut their doors last year, and I know they're mostly owner-operators, small things, but all these trucking companies are going out of business, and it's by design. And how I'm hearing about it is how one company will go out of business and they'll sell their fleet to another company, and they got to they call re-ID those, and I'll see those where I go. I'll see those like it has this one company and another company on it. Like, oh man, that Warner, it ain't going anywhere. So that's always a plus, is when you're with someone that you can handle the pay, but they're not going to go anywhere. Yeah, I hear about Swift. I hear about Prime. Look at this extra lease there. This is just a leasing company. There's another one, Super Ego. It's just a leasing company. So you really can't make fun of the brand. JD Hunt. I don't really hear too bad about that. It's usually just Swift. As long as you don't work for Swift. But then again, Swift is buying everything up, so they're not going anywhere either. But if you don't respect, they won't respect you, because from what I understand, Swift will hire anybody, whether you're good or not. So it's like, I don't give a fuck. I'll work anywhere. I really don't care. I don't care what the logo is. I'll wear the monkey suit and I'll drive the truck. I'll do it with a smile on my face, because I know it won't be forever. Yeah, I don't know that Edwards. I don't know that company. It sounds Canadian. Oh man, I hate to do this to you. All right, you did it to me. All right, I canceled it. All right. You know, the regulars know what I'm talking about right now. At the 20-minute mark, I had to stop. All right, I had to break the fucking law right there. I don't know why I did that. Listen, if you just got your CDL and you got a wife, it's going to be tough for you, man. It's going to be tough, because a lot of those companies, they won't hire you until you got 6 months. And how are you going to get that? You're going to have to go on the road, my friend. You're going to have to go on the road. And you're going to have to use for 6 months and get that experience. Or just really, I really put your application out there. What you could do is you could find somebody out there that'll lie for you, give them their phone number and say, yeah, hello, thank you for calling Swift. Yes, he's been working here for 6 years. You know what I mean? Like, unless you know somebody that'll lie for you. That's my problem. Because of COVID, I was out of work for about 3 years. And when the inflation went up and my bills went up, I had to go get a job. Everywhere said 6 months. And I've had my driver's like my CDL since 1999. But they didn't care. Nobody cared. They need 6 months in the last 3 years. And that is a tough one. For most, it's not. But, man, it just coincidentally, I got laid off for COVID. And those years went by quick. Yeah, I'm just waiting for that. How many hours till there? I got 2.5 hours till I get where I gotta go. I got 2 hours and 7 minutes till I have to take a mandatory 30-minute. So what I try to do is time that 30-minute break, because every 8 hours you gotta take 30 minutes. Try to time that with a truck stop. I put that in my GPS to find a truck stop, and of course is telling me there is none. You dumbass! It's 2.5 hours. There's always a truck stop. Yeah. All right. Welcome back, Agent. Snowman. I think I'm going to pull over here in the next hour or so. Probably, I don't know. It depends on how much time I got left. I might not make it all the way. I might just pull over at a truck stop and call it. I'm not really sure. Yet. We'll see. Depends on where the truck stops are. I might have enough time to make it all the way in. They say they don't have any overnight parking for the trucks at this address. But I've seen guys sleeping there. I talked to them. I'm like, hey, we were over here at the same time. How'd you get here earlier than I did? He's like, I slept here. I'm like, you bastard. It said no sleeping. But I didn't eat today. I probably won't because I got what they call a little bit of a weight problem. And I've been cutting back everything I can, and I'm down from almost 250 pounds. I'm down to 223 pounds. So I'm not real anxious to eat. But if I do eat it, it'll probably be when my clock runs out. Because I got a cooler back there full of salad and grilled chicken and stuff I mixed together. And you know how it is. You know how it is on the road. We gotta figure things out. What'll happen is if I get caught sleeping there, the customer will call my work, my dispatch, and say, hey, your truck's sleeping here. You got a truck over here overnight. And what the actions they take against my company, I don't know. But there's always there's always some kind of actions taken. You know, like one of the actions taken against me, was banned from the property. So I sure would hate to be banned from the property. So the problem is I got to make sure I don't I can't be on the customer property when I'm running out of time on my DOT clock. Because when you run out of time on your DOT clock, it's illegal for you to drive, even if you wanted to, didn't want to, or any of that stuff. It says I got a truck stop about 40-something miles away. You want like a dash cam that's gonna like record forward and backwards and like for security's thing, or for like what I do? Because what I do, I'm just using an old phone. This is just an old cell phone that my wife used to use, but she took it out into the back pasture, and one of the goats bit it, and it crunched it, and the screen's busted on it, and the case is busted, but it's got a really nice camera. If you just want to do this kind of stuff while you're driving, I'd just find an old cell phone in a drawer. I know it's not fun to say. I get that. That's for sure. I get that. But yeah, that's what I would do. I just take an old cell phone. Hey, I got a 2023 Freightliner Cascadia I'm driving. Welcome. It's got 226,000 miles on it. It's got a sleeper. I sleep in there. You know, that's what you do in a sleeper. I don't do anything else, and I don't do nothing that you don't. I don't do that in there. I don't do that. I eat back there. It's got a little table, but I sit on the bed and I face forward, so like I'm looking straight between the seats when I eat, and I can see the truckers sitting across from me in the truck. And guess what they're doing? The same exact thing. Everybody's staring at each other in these truck stops. It's awkward, man. It's really awkward. It's really awkward. Hey, appreciate that, Jesus. All right. Yeah, I have it running off my real cell phone that I use. I have that as a hotspot, and it runs this broken cell phone with the camera on it. It runs another broken cell phone that lists my traffic data live, and then it also gives Wi-Fi to another cell phone that I got that just shows my live subscriber count. And all this stuff you can see in my real videos, not my stream. And it's all there. It's all coming. I mean, they're all. What I do is I find busted cell phones around my house, and I repurpose them to help me with my data out here on the road. And they're all running off the Wi-Fi off my cell phone. I have an unlimited plan, which sounds good. But what happens after so much data? It cuts me down to like a 4G or something. So it really affects my streaming capabilities on HD. But this is vertical. It's not even HD. So I don't really run out of T-Mobile Unlimited out here. And like I said, everything is hotspot off my cell phone. So, and nothing, that's not a complicated part. But I got 1, 2, 3, 4, I got 5 devices that I'm running off of my hotspot on my cell phone. And so far I haven't had any problems. I just had to create a system that was sustainable on the road, that I could do by myself while I'm driving. So it all had to be hands-free. That's a really nice truck. It's all blue and chrome. Blue and chrome. Oh, yeah. I don't even like semi-trucks that much. That's pretty nice. Somebody loves their fucking truck, I'll tell you that. Someone would cry real hard tonight if they crashed it. If I crashed this truck, I'd say, next. Make the next one international. I've driven Freightliner and Kenworth for this company. Give me an international, I'll have had the trifecta. Hey, I'm heading to Dubuque, Galesburg, and then north. I'm trying to find some truck stops out here so I can pull over and fuel up here pretty soon. I'm almost down to I'm down to almost down to a quarter of a tank. I don't want to get to a quarter of a tank. But I think I see one about 40 miles away in Woodhull, in Illinois. Woodhull, Illinois. Says it's 41 miles away. I don't know if anybody knows about big rigs, but that second half is there's no guarantees. You get down to a quarter of a tank, you might as well be freaking out of gas. You like Dubuque, huh? I go there, and No, I have no accidents. I mean, I've created problems, but I have no accidents. Uh, I've been to Dubuque a bunch of times in a big rig. It's not somewhere that I want to go in a big rig. But I get paid to go there, so I'll go there every day if I have to. Like, I didn't see anything in there to vacation to, that's for sure. Hey, the worst state I've been to for driving, so I mean, that's Alabama, that's Louisiana. They got some really bad roads there. Really bad roads, like third world stuff going on there. I don't get it. Worse than Montreal, Canada. Worse than Montreal. What could be worse than Montreal? I don't know. Alabama, Louisiana. All right, Reaper. Scroll around for a bit. Maybe YouTube will bring it back. Wouldn't that be a who I am again on your timeline? As if swiping to me for the first time. Oh boy. All right. I did disengage the software to extend the stream. I did do that. Favorite gas station is going to be Pilot Flying J because they got the PJ Fresh. I don't know if you ever heard of PJ Fresh, but it's this eatery type thing inside of these gas stations where it's like buffet style, and it's just really affordable. It's really affordable. I mean, it's not affordable, but I mean, it's better for you than fast food. And they got things like meatloaf, pizza, chicken, everything you could think of right there in one time. And if you fuel up, a lot of the times when you eat, it's free. So I get most of my 5-hour energies for free. I've been bringing salads with me, but I would get most of my salads for free. Usually I get like $3, like $2 or $3 in these points every time I fuel up. And that adds up because I'll fuel up every day. I mean, $6 is not enough to feed you for the day, but I don't eat off of there every day because I bring my own salad. I got bread for peanut butter sandwiches. I got all that stuff in here just for emergencies. I got like cases of water and stuff like that, just in case out here. Good places before. I don't like being stuck. It's like sometimes you're full. You're like, but all of a sudden you're stuck somewhere like, I'm hungry. I don't have any food. But then when you get stuck somewhere when you have food, you're never hungry. Don't drink what? Because I got some, they got some Starbucks cold brew. I don't spend money on this rich people shit, but on the app for the truck stop, it was buy one, get one for free. So I'm like, well, okay, that makes it affordable at $2 for two of them versus $4. I won't pay that. I'm not a stingy guy, but I got family to feed. I'd rather spend that money on my kids. But I went to the app and I swiped and I got that for cheap. I'm drinking that. Well, I was drinking it. I got more of them, but they're back in the back and I can't reach them. I'd be drinking them too. All right. Welcome to the 35-minute mark on the stream. Welcome. Hey, did that sound like the big wheel at the end of The Price is Right? It got slower and slower. That's what it was reminding you. Like, hey, wait a minute. Hey, where's Drew Carey? This is filled with blood? Really? Listen, Gizmo. Gizmo's judging me now. I like that, though. You can call me that anytime you want to call me that. Appreciate it. Man, there's a BART. Guy's load is BART, Bay Area Rapid Transit, and welcome. All right, the speed limit drop. I mean, you could try to pass me, Dorn. Maybe there's enough time, but I think you're just trying to get over. Do I watch sports? Man, that is a no. Like, I don't know how to really answer that without just saying no. To be honest, I don't watch MMA. I don't watch. I did watch football because I live in Kansas City, and it's a really good time for Kansas City sports right now. They just built a new soccer stadium, yada yada yada. But it's cheap because I just get into sports because I'm trying to move to Middle America and be this family man and do something with my family. At the same time, they're number one, and I feel like it's too easy. Like, I'm only liking them because they're number one. That's not the case. It's just I just moved there, and the same year they win everything, and so it's kind of like, it's kind of boring. I think it's exciting games. My wife gets really fucking mad when we're watching the games. Like, God damn! She gets so stressed out when we watch them. But I got one day off a week, and I cannot give that to football. I can't do it. So we stopped watching it. We'll watch it if it's on a TV somewhere where we're at, but yeah, we don't go looking for sports anymore. Yes, I'm trying to think if there's a sport. You know what? There's this channel on YouTube called Chisel Adonis. I don't know if you watch it, but he does. It's not a sport, but he covers sports where he's like two midgets taking on a fat chick, or like crazy sports out there that you're just like, oh my god, you could do that to a midget? Well, you could say that word? Like, I don't know, slap fighting and crazy. They got this crazy MMA where like 10 guys are in the ring, beat each other up. They got this medieval fighting where everyone's got swords and chainmail, and they're really stabbing each other and beating each other up. I'm not dedicated to those, but I'll stop scrolling when I see those. Those are fun. Finger popping time. All right. Hey, I'm I'm in Illinois. I thought maybe I would be somewhere. This guy passed. He was behind me, but he's not going anywhere because the guy in front of me has been there for an hour. You guys got to learn how to drive. I'm getting through Galesburg. I believe I'm in Illinois. Yeah, Galesburg, Illinois right now. Yeah, Galesburg, Illinois. Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's no, I'm going to hit Galesburg. I'm going to go north. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to take me. This is a new route for me. And I just did it in a hurry. I just punched it and go and trusted it. But it's a trucker GPS, so I can rely on it a little more than a regular one. All right, yeah. You ain't never heard a trucker do that before. I sound like a goddamn angel. Can you say goddamn angel in the same sentence? I don't even know if you can do that with going to hell, but I just did it twice. All right, we let the stream run, didn't we? We're at double the. Yeah, there we go. You watch that channel too. It's not just me. It felt like when I lived in LA and had a public access, like, okay, I'll watch it. It's not the best, but it's just entertaining, in a different way. So I can't explain why it's entertaining. Yeah. Sometimes I'll stop on backyard fights or street fights or something like that. Some of those. There's a whole lot of sports. There's a whole lot of new. I saw them playing soccer on a ping pong table. You ever seen that? Like they curved the ping pong table and they're using their feet. And they're doing doubles. Like the hell are you guys? I'm a big dude. I'm not squeezing nobody next to me at a ping pong table. I thought cornholing, that used to be something else when I was growing up. Now it's a sport. Tell you what, enjoyed a few cornholes in my time. I don't even know what that means. I'm gonna strike that. Sorry, it had my I just noticed it was not texting to speeching, and listen, Gizmo, I really want to do that, and I really appreciate you saying that, because sometimes I think, well, who would watch it, And that's what I said about this channel in the beginning, and everybody's like, no one. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then years go by, and I go, hey, guys, who would watch it? And they're like, no one. And so I let more years go by, and like, you know what? Fuck you guys. This is the last time I'm jumping in the truck, and I'm going to fucking put it on the internet this time. And I don't care if you think I'm stupid. I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm doing it. Now, the only problem with that is my recording device is my smart glasses. And I bought those from Bass Pro Shop. They're called Ray-Ban Stories. And Facebook and Ray-Ban got together to make some smart glasses. And the reason why I bought them is because they were the only ones that integrated with social media. So I could record the video with the glasses and it would put it on YouTube for me. And that was a big deal out here. I don't have editing. I don't know what am I going to import once a month or something, you know what I mean? And that was beautiful, but the downfall is it's only 30 seconds or 1 minute. There's 2 settings. So 30 seconds means I got shorts. 1 minute, it's 1 minute, 1 second, which means it's not a short anymore. So I got to figure out how I can get the technology without spending money to be able to record all day long in a POV scenario, like a POV. And that's my problem. I've done this with zero investment. I mean, I did have to buy some USB cords off Amazon, but that was $4, and I got 12 of them. All right, Jesus, appreciate it. You're probably already gone, but you'll catch me on the restream, and I appreciate that. Yeah, I got the POV. I don't know if you see my videos, Gizmo, but people get mad that I'm driving holding a phone, but it's not. It's my smart glasses, and I try to tell everybody that's what it is. I enjoy the POV. I enjoy my POV when I watch on the internet. And that's where I got some really good smuggler stuff, because it was just me walking around acting like a goofball with no ending. I think one of my smuggler videos got 15 million views, and there's no ending. It's just me under a trailer pretending to electrocute someone with nobody. It's just me under a trailer for 30 seconds. You got a fat guy under a trailer for 30 seconds, and I tricked 15 million people. Just a fat guy under a trailer for 30 seconds. I was able to encapsulate 15 million people. And it let me know that I could trick a lot of people with POV. POV is one of those things nobody knows. Nobody knows about POV because Hollywood doesn't touch it. Unless it's some crazy stalker chasing somebody that's screaming and falling down and crying. Yeah, so what I did was last week I was stuck at a truck stop up in Iowa, and I reshot one of my smuggler videos, but I shot it where I was under the trailer. No, I was coming out of the truck to check my load, and I noticed the door was open. I closed the door, I trapped the smuggler in there, and then I electrocuted him from under the trailer, and then I went back and I opened the door, and there was smoke in there, and everything was big, but I couldn't fit it into a short, of course, so I chopped it up, and then I released it last week as a minute short. I think it went a quick 60,000 views or something real quick, and then I think it got shadow banned because the traffic just dropped. I think people got offended on that one. So I'm reluctant to show. I'm reluctant to shoot a part two. I'm reluctant to create closure. How about that? Because I think the hypothetical videos that I make, which is a lot of them, they make you think about the joke. When I put closure on there, so you don't have to think about it, is when I leave myself open for ridicule, and people take action against me. So I think that if I do, almost like if I do a day in the life of it, it has to be uneventful. You know what I mean? It can't have a purpose, because that will be offensive to some people that will have handled that situation differently. Damn, I'm passing the subway car right now. I've been behind him for like an hour. We're giving him his space, but I'm like, hey, dude, I got to get going where I got to get go. It's pretty cool there. Because I got this camera that's a hidden camera, but it's not been installed in anything. It's just literally the little camera and the wires off of it, and it goes to a motherboard where I can insert a memory card, or I can plug a micro USB into it. And I got that from my brother for free. Not too long. Last time I saw him, not so long ago. I got to figure out what I can mount that into that's not going to make it look like I'm trying to hide it. But at the same time, I could use that to do a day in the life of. I think a GoPro would work. I just don't have the money to buy one. I mean, I got a full-time job. I make thousands. I get that. I know what it sounds like I'm saying. I'm not poor. But I'm only in this truck because I got to pay these bills off. And if I were to drop $200 on a GoPro or whatever it's going to cost on a GoPro, even though this channel makes thousands, it just seems like I'm tripled my life, my income, and my income couldn't keep up. Hey, you saw that subway, that Bay Area Rapid? It's a BART. They come from the east. Every time I'm on these highways, I see these BARTs running across the highway up here. Either they're replacing them like crazy up there, or they're scaling like crazy over there, because I'm always seeing them. Ah, man, deja vu right now. I'm going to pass a truck stop when I need a truck stop, but I got my eyes on a truck stop 20 miles away, and man, I'm going to do it. I'm going to pass this thing up. And that subway car looks really neat. It was brand new. I would imagine it looked dirty after so long. It was really shiny. All right, I'm passing through Knoxville, Illinois, not Knoxville, Tennessee. All right. Yeah. Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, I think he came from Knoxville, Illinois. Everyone thought it was Tennessee. Stupid people. Get a freaking map and you'll see clearly it was Knoxville, Illinois. Oh boy, it is 4:54 p.m. here in Illinois. 4:54. Gizmo. 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 I can't guess where you are. I would have thought Australia with Gizmo, or New Zealand. But yeah, I'm probably really far off because it would be later than that there, I think. I'm really bad with math. I'm much better with other stuff. Oh man, I tell you what, I've heard about Costco hot dog. I'm not a member of Costco. I'm a member of Sam's Club, and they got hot dogs and pizza there too. I tell you what, every time I go there, the line's so damn long. There's no way I'm going to stand in a line for hot. You know what? It's really good. Just like a hot dog and a Coke for like $1 or something, or $2 or something. That's a really good deal. But the line's so long, and it's not so much that it's so long. It's full of these fat people, and I'm like, I'm a fat person, but I don't want to be a fat person in a line waiting for a hot dog. You know how embarrassing that is? I'm really aware that I'm really aware of what a line full of fat people for a hot dog looks like, and I don't want to be in that picture. Imagine if I'm in line to get a hot dog, and the 20 other people are all fat, and then say the local news shows up and they take a photo of this for some fluff piece they're doing, and I'm just in a row with fat guys, and I'm also fat, and probably the fattest guy in the row. This is why. No hot dogs for me. I'm too fat. All right. South Africa. South Africa. You know what? Some of my favorite music's from South Africa. I listen to some South African music. I listen to that Zeph music. Man, I'm a Zephyr. Out here, Middle America, listen to Zeph music from South Africa. Why do I do this to myself? Why? I don't know why. I just do it. I enjoy it. I don't know why. All right. Oh, I should have looked. That could have been a cop, but it wasn't. I get a little crazy with it sometimes. All right. You know what? They got a special Mountain Dew that's only at Sam's Club. And I did go over there for that one time. I did go over there. I was the fat guy. I was in line. I bought everything. Oh, they just happened to be out of that Mountain Dew for the day. And my kid was bummed and all that for frickin' nothing. I endured the humiliation of being the fat guy in line for food. Only to find out that they didn't have the Mountain Dew, which is also something fat people like. But I think it was the only Mountain Dew that was diet. I don't know. It was some special Mountain Dew my kid wanted. My kids are chasing Mountain Dew. Did you know there's special edition Mountain Dews that you got to go find? I once paid $20 on eBay for a can of Mountain Dew just so my kid could taste it. What a waste of freaking money, man. This was during COVID, though. It was during COVID because we couldn't go out. It's one of those things. You got to do what you got to do for your kids, even if it's Mountain Dew. It could be crack cocaine. All right. Welcome to the stream. Aha, was that me or was that the horn? Because I was perfect pitch like an angel. I sounded just like it. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh man, I don't know how loud that is over there for you, but yeah, it's pretty loud over here, buddy. Wah wah. I think I'm louder though. I think I could get louder. That's pretty loud though. I'm inside with the windows rolled up. Yeah. 56 minutes in this stream. I think we're going to allow this stream to explode so that another one will rise from its ashes. A beautiful stream filled with wonderful cameras. You know what to do. You know